So what about approach anxiety? Because that is the key issue that most guys actually have when they come into this. Did you have approach anxiety at the beginning, and how did you overcome it, and how do you help guys with it?
So approach anxiety is natural. It's your biological response, fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And there's actually science behind combating and overcoming approach anxiety. And of course, I still have approach anxiety to today, you know.
Right.
But you can lessen it dramatically. And there's actually science behind this. So the inhibitory neurotransmitter GABA, G-A-B-A, is gamma amino butyric acid, basically, and it inhibits or blocks certain brain signals and decreases activity in your nervous system. And when GABA is attached to a protein in the brain known as GABA receptor, the body releases like a calming effect. Okay, and this can help with feelings of anxiety, stress, and fear.
Right.
And GABA is basically in the reticular activating system, is a bundle of nerves at our brainstem. And for example, if you have a fear of very hot girls who is a specific niche.
Yes.
For example, let's take her example. She's blonde.
Okay.
She's from Sweden.
Yeah.
Some of you guys might relate to this, but you have this particular fear of approaching blondes. Okay. And you're very uneasy. You know, you have this like tension in your chest, and you're sweating, you're tingling, your feet are cold. Okay, all these sensations coming up. And GABA is a natural brain relaxant that makes us feel good. So every time we approach that's something we're scared of, okay, the girl we're scared of, okay, not much GABA is released. Hence, you feel unease, you feel stress, you feel a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you talk to your guy friends, it's very relaxing, it's very normal, you're not, you're very at ease, and you're feeling very normal, okay, you're feeling quote unquote entitled, you're feeling worthy of being there.
Yeah.
And but the point I'm trying to get at is when you approach the girl, okay, there is actually ways of overcoming approach anxiety, and that is, unfortunately, you have to do the same thing that you're fear of over and over again, okay? And I mean hundreds and thousands of times, okay? And that what that does is every time you're in that scenario, okay, your brain is essentially telling you, okay, it's normal, okay, it's normal, and it releases more of this natural brain relaxant,
Okay.
GABA, that releases the stress and the anxiety.
Yeah.
So the more you do it, the more GABA, the more inhibitory neurotransmitter you release, the more at ease you'll feel. So eventually down the line, you know, let's say a year down the line, you approach 500 blondes, whatever, in that scenario, you're gonna feel much more at ease.
Yeah.
The approach anxiety will be less, and you'll be able to deal with the social pressure much more.
Yeah, no, completely agree. And I think desensitization is really the only way through. It's like the obstacle is the way. The only way to get through these difficulties, the difficulty that you might be having with approaching or socializing, is to go through and just go towards the thing that you find challenging, you know, the social situation, the approach, whatever, and just do it. And the more that you do it, over time you'll desensitize yourself. I mean, it took me a long time really to become desensitized to this stuff. And of course, you know, as you said, I still have approach anxiety of some kinds. You know, there's some situations are more challenging than others, but I also, having done it so many times now, I also know that the sky's not going to fall in if I go and have a conversation with somebody, you know. And really, the worst that's going to happen is that, you know, if she's not interested, she's gonna tell me she's not interested, and that's kind of it, really. So, as long as you're doing all this stuff in a calibrated way, which you should. So yeah, I mean, 100%. Really, it's a desensitization, going out there, taking the action. It's massively going to help you. Wanted to just put a bit of a shout out for coaching as well, though, because the reality is it might be that you're going out and you're doing the reps, but you're not actually improving, and that may be because you're making some very elementary, easily fixable mistakes in the way that you're coming across. And both myself and Jaden coach, we both help guys with this stuff the whole time. If you want to get in touch with me, there's on my channel at least, there'll be a booking link that you can book a free call with me, but you can just email me, troy@realtroyfrancis.com. And if they want to get in touch with you, Jaden, they can email James Tusk, right?
So get in touch with Troy, and he'll forward the WhatsApp to me, and I'll speak to you guys in due course. And also, or you can contact info@jamestusk.com. I'm sure most of you guys know who he is. Get in touch with James, and he will forward you my contacts that way.
Yeah, because you're all over the world, aren't you? I mean, you're coaching everywhere, so you can, you know, wherever guys are or want to be, you can definitely arrange something. I would think.
So yeah, I'm off to Chicago on the 26th. I'm doing a boot camp, a night game and day game immersion there for Halloween. But I'm very flexible. I'm traveling all the time, and kind of roaming around all over the place traveling. So I'm doing a lot of the US and Scandinavia and mainland Europe, Eastern Europe, London obviously, and that's what I do. And
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
And there is, and as long as you take action. And there's actually science behind all of this, like I talked about. You can make things happen. The magic happens outside your comfort zone.
That is very true.
All the results I've had, all the success I've got with women, was when I forced myself out of my comfort zone and understanding what makes the girl attracted, and being able to take risks. Because I know intrinsically that's what women are attracted to, but I'm doing it anyways.
Yeah. No, definitely. Everything that you want is outside your comfort zone. I think that's a really apposite point to end on. Well, Jaden, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. It's been too long in happening, but I'm sure we'll be working together a lot more going forward.
Thank you, Troy.
Absolute pleasure, man, and we'll see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.